from WBAY TV. Coverage you can count on. Action 2 News This Morning starts now.
Hey, good morning. Great to have you with us. Hope your weekend went well. I'm Kevin Rumpel.
And I'm Tammy Elliott. We have a lot of news to get to. First, let's get you over to Steve. Check your Monday forecast.
All right, good Monday morning, guys. You're going to have some great weather today. A few clouds overhead right now, but they shove out very quickly and will turn sunny. Look at that high around 4 o'clock this afternoon. 76 in Green Bay, and the winds out of the northeast are going to bring down the humidity. They did so overnight, and they'll continue to pump in some dry air during the day ahead. So today is going to be very comfortable. Now, you can see the low clouds still hanging around eastern Wisconsin, but to the north, right up along the UP border, skies have been clearing out over the past couple hours, and that's where it's a little bit cooler. 50 in Iron Mountain, but a 60 in Oshkosh and in Sturgeon Bay, where the clouds are still lingering overhead. Now, as we go to predictor here, you can see the high temperatures this afternoon should make their way mostly into the mid and some upper 70s along the lakeshore, low 70s, 71 in Sheboygan, 72 in Manitowoc. Dew points will be in the refreshing 50s. The weekend was steamy. Dew points mainly in the 60s, but now some more comfortable refreshing air has settled into northeast Wisconsin, at least for the short term. Looking ahead, we've got a seasonable week. In other words, temperatures that are normal for late July. Towards the middle of this week, we will have some thunderstorms, and we'll highlight the rain chances for you folks heading to the EAA Air Venture all the way through next weekend, coming up in just a few more minutes. Tammy and Kevin.
All right, let's talk about EAA Air Venture kicking off today in Oshkosh.
Yeah, so some big numbers at you right now. More than 500,000 people expected to go there. More than 10,000 planes from 80 countries, all going to Whitman Regional Airport in Oshkosh. Jordan Betts live there right now. Last-minute preparations are being made.
Nothing like starting the great week off here at EAA Air Venture. This morning we are joined by a few people this morning, starting off with Brett Steffen with Young Eagles. Now this sounds like a really cool project for maybe people who don't know what Young Eagles is. Tell me a little about it.
Yeah, sure. Young Eagles is a program that EAA does with our members that takes young kids from the ages 8 to 17 on an airplane ride. So their first ride in a general aviation aircraft.
I mean, what kind of reactions do you get? I mean, for me, it sounds a little nerve-wracking, but maybe what other kind of reactions you get besides maybe that?
The kids love it. We've flown over 2 million kids at this point. This is our 25th anniversary, so we're 25 years old this year, so we're celebrating that in a big way. We're really excited about it.
How are you guys celebrating this year?
We have a whole bunch of things going on. We're going to fly 25 kids on Thursday with 25 pilots all during the air show, just to celebrate the anniversary, and we've got a number of events going on here at the show during the week that people can stop by, get a free donut, those sorts of things.
Who doesn't want a free donut? And when talking about a big celebration like this, what is it like for you to take those kids up in the airplane?
It's an amazing thing. It's all done through volunteers, and we don't have a lot of trouble finding those volunteers because after they do it once and the look on those kids' faces and the things they talk about, it's really amazing. And we've got great stories of people who've flown as a Young Eagle when they were a kid, and now they're our Young Eagle pilots, and they're flying more kids, and it's really a cool thing.
And maybe if their kid's going, oh, me, I want to do that, how do they get involved?
The easiest way is to go to our website, look up your local chapter, and find out when their Young Eagle event is, because they happen all the time.
That's awesome. We're going to be here all morning. More fun to seeing some of these big planes that are behind me. Here in Oshkosh, Jordan Betts, Action 2 News.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Today we're going to learn more about that Ashwaubenon public safety officer who was hit by a vehicle on I-41.
Investigators say he was hit by a drunk driver, and they are expected to release more details during a news conference at 8:30 this morning. Here's what happened. A car slammed into the public safety officer while he was standing outside his squad car at a car fire Saturday night on 41 southbound near Wabi Lane. He's being treated for life-threatening injuries. Investigators say the driver who hit the officer Saturday night was arrested for drunk driving. Action 2 News is going to be at that morning news conference for you today, 8:30. We're going to stream that for you live on Facebook. We will also have details for you on air, online, starting at Action 2 News at noon. Ashwaubenon Public Safety also, by the way, saying thanks for all the support that has been pouring in from people in Ashwaubenon, from the area, and from around the world. Officers posting pictures of cards and gifts sent since that crash, and they're asking you to keep that injured officer and his family in your thoughts and prayers. Washington Middle School in Green Bay inviting parents to attend one of 3 sessions today. They can ask questions, they can offer their opinions about a new guide, and that guide will address expectations for student behavior
and consequences for the upcoming school year.
And this comes after teacher Kirsten Westcott resigned last month in front of the school board. She highlighted safety concerns, including students swearing at teachers, physical abuse toward both teachers and students starting fires in the school hallways. Green Bay School District leaders have promised to make changes at the school, saying they're rolling out a new guide to address the issues. Information on that guide will be released to the school board next month. And in the meantime, their school is urging parents to attend one of these 3 sessions today to provide feedback and ask questions. Each session lasts an hour. They start at 11 this morning. There's also one at 4 this afternoon and also 6 o'clock tonight. 5:04 right now, heading over to Catherine.
People in places around the Midwest are waiting for water to recede this morning after this weekend storms brought heavy rain and flooding. Now those storms are heading to the east, causing flash flood watches in places like New York. We want to show you some of the damage. A home in Kentucky, look at this, was ripped off its foundation and carried the length of 2 football fields away. Look at that, it's just hanging off the edge of the river there. At the same time, crews are still searching for a man after his house was swept away. In Fairbank, Iowa, the entire town, look at these folks helping each other. They're desperately filling sandbags to try to barricade their homes. And a similar situation in Illinois as people are concerned about the rising Galena River there. In Wisconsin, Governor Walker takes a tour of Cassville in Grant County to get a look at storm damage. Parts of western Wisconsin saw more than 8 inches of rain last week. Right now, we know 4 homes were destroyed in Cassville and 10 more have significant damage. Yesterday, Governor Walker talked with people in Cassville, including this man whose repair business was damaged.
To me, it's probably a setback. We'll get through it. Seen it before. Will we see it again? Don't know.
Governor Walker says he'll work with the county's emergency management officials and the Red Cross to help people affected by the flooding. And he's looking to build a case for federal aid so that people impacted by the floods can get some financial help. Those storms have prompted Governor Walker to declare a state of emergency in 17 counties. I mean, this summer, it just feels like it's been something else.
Yeah, we've had waves of heavy rain across the region, and we've been tracking it with Viper. We have an estimated rainfall tool, and that map is behind you, Catherine. This is rainfall for the past 3 days, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And while the Green Bay area has gotten about 1 inch, that's the green color there. Look at southwestern Wisconsin. That's where Catherine's talking about all that flooding issues. And in Grant County, over the past 3 days, 4 to 8 inches of rain, and in portions of northeast Iowa, some areas may have received 10 inches of rain in just 3 days. We will find some more rain for us in the midweek, but enjoy drier weather today. Details on your forecast up next.
From WBAY TV, Kevin Rompa, Tammy Elliott, and Catherine Bracho. This is Action 2 News this morning. Coverage you can count on.